Namaskaram. Hello everyone. Today is a World Mental Health Day. So I really wanted to talk about the mental health aspect. I personally have experienced that how mental health can affect your entire life, may it be in terms of work, may it be in terms of living, may it be in terms of your ambitions. But the very weak and very disappointing factor is people hardly care to pay attention on mental health. Mostly everyone sees the health that is external. If somebody has got physical issue, physical ailment or any physical damage, that is the point when everybody likes to jump in and give their regards to feel better, and the person will get some kind of a compassion and some kind of a emotional support from friends and family when it comes to health issues, like for example an accidental issue or diabetic issue, or you can say somebody's got a kidney failure issue, all ulcers. Every aspect of this would definitely be given some kind of attention. But when it comes to mental health, the aspect of giving attention for mental health is almost completely ignored, and that is a very sad and a very disappointing thing that one should, like, what is happening around. In India, we don't have the culture of, like, culture in, I'm to say culture in the doctor's training, that if somebody is not having any physical issue but still he is suffering, he should be sent for a psychological assistance or psychological analysis. In USA, I would say United States of America, one thing is very nice and I really appreciate that fact. Although there are more mental health problems even after having all the efficiency, but the way they handle this, when they scan the person physically and if they find that there is nothing wrong in the physical aspect and the person is still not feeling like good, and person is feeling exhausted or suffering or feeling mentally stuck, or repeatedly the thoughts are getting popped up and the person is feeling very uh, down and sad and depressed and anxiety and all this. So immediately what they do is they assign a counselor to that person. There's a psychological assistance which is done. Why this came into picture is because in 1990s, I would say, in fact even before that, there have been a lot of incidences in US itself and other parts of the country where rich and well versed people, successful people, they tried to damage their lives. some even died out of a society. Now, this was something very uh, like something to ponder upon, that although everything is there, the person is successful and um, fame and name and everything else is there, why still that person would like to damage physically himself or herself? Now, this happened, these instances were happening a lot. And that is the time when USA decided to spend more money on the mental health aspects, on the research. And this research was done. And that's why they came up with certain medicines which put people down to sleep, I would say, or maybe not a accurate medicine in reality to manage the mental health, but they came up with certain chemicals which are imbalanced, certain chemicals which are required for the right mood, to balance your mood. All these things started coming up. Like I would say, a very classic example, which we all know in India, is about Deepika Padukone, when she expressed how she went through the mental health issue uh, in related with the depression as a disease, not as a feeling. Feeling stays for some time and then it just goes away. That is okay, that is normal. Then there is a Honey Singh, many more. Jim Carrey also went through the depression. Now, these people were able to live even till date is because of the research that has been done on the mental health. Our entire body, when a person is mostly vegans, I would say vegetarian people, they need at times shots of vitamin D, because you do not get too much of vitamin D and certain vitamin B12 in the vegans. It's not like that actually. We get it, but people don't eat that kind of a food, so they have to take injections. Similarly, there are multivitamins people have to take to feel healthy. So this entire body is made of complex structures which also involves chemical substances, and every chemical substances in the body has its own work. Similarly, the mental faculty also has chemicals which are required to keep the mental health strong, stable, and which can be used at an optimum. So yes, this research went on and a lot of growth has been done in this arena, and still there is huge growth to come up with the solutions in regards to mental health. So when I say what is a healthy mind, I would say will not go into much of complexity of I would say how the person is like what kind of issues could be there, what like there are like there's anxiety, there's a depression, there is a schizophrenia, there is a bipolar disorder, there is a OCD, there's a like there are thousands of names, but at the end somewhere they are still connected to the way the nerve functions in the brain, and those all things come into picture. But without going into the science and chemicals required, a simple thing which I would like to say is, if you are able to spend your day joyfully, you're able to enjoy your day, if you are able to laugh, if you're able to love, if there is a compassion in your heart, if you are able to take decisions clearly and nicely, which are in good faith, if you are able to walk through the day effortlessly, if you have acceptance for all and the situations around you, if you are able to sit quietly for some time in solitude, may it be 15 minutes, try that. If you can sit with rest for 15 minutes, it's okay even though thoughts are pouring, but if you're able to just sit still for 15 minutes, if you're eating the right kind of a food, if you're not forgetting to drink lots of water, this is very much a sign of a healthy mind. Then you don't have to worry about the psychological issues. Only a healthy mind can spend the day in this manner. So this is, I would say, this is a barometer, the way you can check at what level your mind is healthy. Still, in an addition, if your mind is unhealthy, how should you know that? For example, you always get irritated because of all small things. You get disappointed every now and then. If you're not able to laugh, if you're always cribbing about your problems, if your situations, may it be good or bad, you will always see negative, something or other. You do things for the people and always blabber about it and blow the trumpet that you do a lot. If you are not able to handle your temper, if you cannot laugh from within, and may it be anyone be with you or not with you, you always are in the sad state, in the depressive state. Everything is going good, still there is something you want to crib about. If there is too much of greed, if there is too much of comparison, if you are not able to take a small child in our arms and play with it for a while, if you are impatient, then this is a sign of a unhealthy mind. So this is a mental unhealth sign. Now you say this kind of feelings almost everybody have. Yes, that is correct. Now, when I've spoken about the healthy mind and also an unhealthy mind barometer. So, if your healthy mind is a dominant barometer over the unhealthy mind, this is much better, which is a healthy mind over the unhealthy mind. You are psychologically good. But if your barometer of unhealthy mind is dominating this barometer, which is less, very less of a healthy mind, then you have a psychological issue. As we cannot see mental health issues physically, it is very, very important to understand through the science of unhealthy mind. Only then you can work over it. Otherwise, you will just say, this is my nature, this is how I am, and this is what it is, and my life is not good at all. And you will all, like, you'll just blame for it on anyone. But that is not the problem. Problem is something else, and that needs to be addressed. And there is no harm to go to a counselor. There is nothing bad about going to a psychiatrist. It does not mean you're mental. For example, if you get a viral fever for 4-5 days, it does not mean that you will never ever stand back again. If you get a wound on your hand, it does not mean that your entire body is of no use. The wound will heal and your body is still in use. Same goes with the mental health. A little attention, if it is required, yes, one should give attention to it. But it does not mean that you have gone mad. It is only about keeping yourself healthy mentally. So yourself or anyone around you or family or anyone, if one is effortlessly living his life with a healthy mind, and the person who is feeling it too much of burden of living the life, the person needs some attention. So one who is watching this should be responsible to look what can be done about it. This can, if ignored, this can lead to various disastrous situations. So on this health day, I'd say check those barometers which I talked about, and few things which I would like to say and then end this is to the way there are physical exercises to keep yourself physically fit. I'm personally a person who believes more in stamina and endurance than having a bulge body. So stamina, when we talk about stamina, the jogging picture comes into place. Then there are certain yogic exercises which transforms a lot of things physically and mentally. So I would suggest first very simple things, the way you do physical workout to stay fit physically. For mentally, you have to do mental exercises. Mental exercises include some form of quiz, play some quiz, play certain games which stimulates your brain. Try to have a cold shower. Let the water pass through your or over your head throughout for 5 to 10 minutes. Cold shower is a very good thing to do. Do some pranayama, do some breathing exercises. Breathing has a very big connection with again the mental health. Pranayama is one of the best things to do. Chanting about Om. When I'm saying Om, I'm not saying Om. So this is a chanting which you can do to 15 to 20 minutes every day. So this forms of mental exercises are very important to keep yourself mentally healthy. So on this World Mental Health Day, I wanted to make this video, and although it is a little long, I want to speak about this. Many people really need a lot of mental exercise in their life. It's missing, due to which there are a lot of other problems which they have to go through. I hope this will help them to get a little better, not only physically but also mentally. Both are interdependent. If both are balanced and stable, your life feels fantastic, really fantastic. We are not here forever. Whatever time we are here for, make it fantastic. So be joyful always.